they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the I got a girl, Brett. She go to battleship. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the I got a girl, Brett. She go to battleship.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bins out. Boy, I know I'm a gangster, and you a boy. Man, we been getting. Up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now. I got you right now. Nothing need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bins I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. Get the rest. Hey. I got that check to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a these ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a in jail I had. I make you cut off the think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life?
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken in at the 1. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he spins past him and into space. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They run again on first down. Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, here's Taylor. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. D. Ford in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19. And the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Taylor. That's caught out left by Perriman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Breaks through the contact. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start the drive with Cook. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Slow. Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Z.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And it's a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Flag 32.
Now Taylor looking to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Taylor to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Z. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow. Z.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 44 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. First down, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This time Taylor will throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, this is Cook. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. Look at the spin. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A spin. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Slow. Ready. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Taylor got an open man. It's Rattling. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
One set. Ready. 3-19.
Here's Taylor. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Play action, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. Able to slither by. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Slow.
Now Taylor to throw. Dancing to his left. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They run it again with Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So how about this for Fee now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to...
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Underneath for Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to go deep for Conley. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready. 319. 319.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Taylor. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
319. 319.
They go play action now. Taylor. Over the middle, it's Fells. And he'll bring it up at the 40-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready. 319. 319.
They go play action with Taylor. Buying time to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will get him one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Flag 32. Flag 32.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Ready. 319. 319.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And out come the Chiefs now. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st down, Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 41 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready, green, 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45. Hut.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Slow. There we go now. Green 39, green 39. Hut.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Taylor to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Ready, 319, 319.
4th down, here's Taylor. He's got his tight end in Njoku. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Cleveland, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.